Texas Republicans are attempting to arrest their political opponents. More than 50 Democratic lawmakers who had left the state to prevent quorum on the massively gerrymandered maps that eliminate 10 democratically held congressional seats are now facing arrest warrants. That's right. Now, the Texas House had voted 85-6 to track down and arrest these wayward lawmakers. House Speaker Dustin Burrows signed civil warrants for each of the legislators, empowering the chamber's sergeant-at-arms and state troopers to arrest and to bring these Democrats back to the Capitol. Make no mistake, this is the state of Texas, a red state, arresting their political enemies. That's right. Now, here's the thing. This is the same thing that Republicans accuse Democrats of doing all the time, especially in relation to Donald Trump, who never spent any time in prison, despite being found guilty of 34 felonies. It's projection. It always is. That said, apparently, the reporting says that this is symbolic. These Democrats, they're not going to face any civil or criminal charges from their arrests. How do we know that? Not only that, but the arrests warrants only apply within state lines. And so here's the thing. This is clearly a way to try to intimidate these lawmakers into coming back so they can push their massive gerrymander bill through the government and get it signed at the, basically the request or demands of President Donald Trump. Trump is telling folks to rig the maps so that he does not lose control of Congress. How is that not authoritarianism? I mean, you get the president that's getting involved in here and saying, redraw this map. Yes, the congressional maps are already tilted towards Republicans, but we're going to make it even worse. We're going to get rid of 10 democratically held seats and add 10 more for Republicans. That's the reality. Now, what happens to these members if they decide not to show up? Well, they're fined $500 a day for each day that they miss, and they've also been threatened with reprimands, censures, and even expulsion, although that would require a 2/3 vote among the members. Governor Greg Abbott said Sunday evening that the Democrats did not return to Austin by 3 p.m. on Monday. He would begin the legal process to have their seats declared vacant. He also directed the Texas Rangers to investigate whether any Democratic lawmakers had violated bribery laws. What? Bribery laws? What are you talking about? Alleging that they and anyone who financially assists them in traveling out of state could be held legally culpable. That's insane. Legal experts say that that would be difficult to prove in court, but that doesn't mean that they won't try. Look, fascism uses the fear of consequences to enforce conformity. Okay? Look, at the end of the day, if these Democrats end up coming back, the Republican majority is going to vote to rig the maps even worse than they were before. That's the reality. The only reason Republicans are doing this is because they're afraid of getting voted out by a very angry electorate. Normally, you have new district maps that are drawn up after a census, right? Every 10 years. Trump says, no, I want the new maps now. I want to rig them to my advantage so that we don't ever lose. And that's the goal. And by the way, that's why gerrymandering has always been a problem. And yes, Democrats have also gerrymandered before, even recently in New York. And you know why they did that? In order to eliminate progressives. To have two progressives fight over one district to reduce the amount of members of the squad in Congress. It was wrong then, it's wrong now. It's always been wrong. And now it's even more dangerous than it was before. Because now we have an authoritarian fascist leading the government, openly telling his party, rig the maps and do voter suppression. Look, I know there's a lot of people that have openly questioned if we're even going to have midterm elections. This should point out that yes, we are. Because right now, Republicans are so afraid of the backlash from the voters that they're doing everything that they can to stop people from being able to vote them out. And if they're working this hard and being this extreme, it means that our votes still have some power. I don't know how for how long it will have power, but for now, we need to take the opportunity to use that power, or else we are absolutely going to lose it for sure. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.